Welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Kathy and I are back, and we're so excited to be here. Here we go again, Kath.
How are you doing today, Susan?
I'm great, thanks.
Okay, so I don't know if you haven't listened out there to our episodes. We have had so much fun answering your questions. You really need to check them out. We've been having some great questions, and
they missed a good one, didn't they?
Oh my gosh, the questions
that stupid
people
game.
Are asking
that
us,
stupid game.
For those of you, if you're missing Susan playing Moral Quandary, you have no idea what you're missing. So, anyway, we love giving advice. Keep those questions coming.
All right, Kathy, I know you're still up there at your sister's house. Are you loving life? Have you played any golf?
I played golf before I left. Haven't played golf here because I didn't bring my clubs, but I've been helping my sister. We're doing a lot of gardening because, at my home, I only have container gardening, but here she has a beautiful garden. We painted the sign.
Did I receive any pictures of this garden yet?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here thinking, what is the first thing I need to do? Oh, send Susan pictures of the garden. Okay, I'll get right on that.
No, I like digging in the dirt. Come on.
You like getting the dirt, Susan. You like getting the dirt, not digging in it.
Digging it. That's why I have an ice pack on my back right now.
Oh, what happened to your back? Wait, what happened to your back?
Digging in the garden. I can't bend over anymore. Anybody out there dealing with this? I mean, I can't even tie my shoes without sitting down. This is ridiculous. I pulled something. I went to a chiropractor. I'm going back again. I got ice on it. I can't sit for a long time. Like, what did I do? You and I are about to go to California.
Listen, as we get older, everybody out there, I'm sure, feels that when you get to be a certain age, your legs, you don't pop out of bed. You and I've talked about this, and I've talked about it on my Instagram. You got to just get up and move.
It's not getting out of bed, Kath. I was bent over doing the things I like to do. The garden.
I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh, my God, please. Okay, we're going to move along. And we're going to answer more of our fan questions. Don't you love doing this, Kathy?
I love it. I love it. I really feel like we help some people, don't you? I feel like we give some...
How about the one we had the other day, though, with a woman, poor woman, perfect relationship. They love to cook and eat. And then she had a brain surgery out of nowhere. She can't swallow. I felt so bad for her.
I think her name was Maggie. Maggie, let us know how you're feeling.
Yeah, we're still thinking about you.
Yeah, we are. All right. Well, if you have a question, please send them in. Even if you don't have a question, send in a comment. All you have to do is go to bachelornation.com/golden hour.
And I repeat, bachelornation.com/golden hour. That's where you find us. All right, then. Now, before we get into those questions, let's get started with Kathy.
Question of the day. All right. Here it is. How do you kindly tell a friend or a boyfriend an outfit, makeup, or hairstyle is unflattering on them? Depends on who it is.
Am I supposed to guess what you'd say? This isn't it, right?
No, this is not a moral quandary.
Confused.
This is just your opinion, Susan. And so a friend or a boyfriend, first of all, those are two different people in my book. If it's me, you're going to say, get that ugly outfit off and curl your hair.
I would say, Kat, never wear that again.
And friends,
my daughter has said that to me. But you know what? If you're a real friend, if you really don't think something flatters somebody, you should be honest. I mean, you wouldn't be ignorant about it.
So I think a friend is very different. I think a friend, you can say exactly that. But I think with a boyfriend, you got to be a little more careful. And yeah, I do. I think I
agree with the careful, but do you want him to wear that again?
Okay, no. now Kathy's getting honest. I'm going to say, boyfriend, Sam, Joe, whatever your name is, you're not seriously think you're leaving the house in that shirt, do you? Go change.
You're not going anywhere in that. Oh, boy. Gosh. No, absolutely. I think most people would. Or the ones that really don't like you won't because they want you to look bad.
Oh, come on. Really? No, by the way, Susan, by the way.
Not my world.
Take off that shirt. It's ugly on you.
It is not. It's cute. I'm just
kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, then. Beth, we're going to start with our questions.
Okay, go.
Hi, Kathy and Susan. I really need your help. I think my boyfriend is in love with our best friend. I've been with my current boyfriend for 6 years, and in the past year, it feels like all we do is fight. And every time we fight, he always goes running to our best friend for comfort and support. We originally met through this best friend. So we each had our own relationship with them. However, it feels like they've been phasing me out for a while. It's really hard to explain, but I just get the sense that they enjoy, oh boy, each other's time way more than either of them enjoy their time with me anymore. I'm so afraid to bring it up because I honestly don't want it to be true. The only kind of proof I have is how close they are. They hang out without me all the time. In scenarios where I should be my boyfriend's plus one, he brings our best friend instead. No one in our friend group has mentioned anything to me, but I can just constantly feel eyes on me. What should I do?
So, to me, there's so much being said that's not being said. I think, I don't know why, but I feel like Beth is probably scared shitless to be alone, because the indications are after 6 years, they're not married, haven't moved in together, they haven't declared, that they are whatever. I mean, it just seems like they've been together.
You mean like she's just hanging on to him to have somebody?
Yeah, yep. That's what I'm feeling. That's what my intuition is telling me. Sometimes, Beth, the proof is not someone telling you straight up, hey, I got a thing for our best friend. The proof is what you see day to day. And so if you're feeling that way, it doesn't sound like you really trust him, and maybe with good cause.
Either one of them.
Yeah, either one of them, but maybe with good cause. And I think you need to look at yourself and see if this relationship has maybe run its course. What do you think, Susan?
I kind of feel like something's going on. I feel she's afraid to ask questions because she doesn't want to know the truth.
That's right.
As far as the group hasn't mentioned anything, but she feels eyes, that could go either way. That could be you're overthinking something, or they all know. I mean, no, that's no help to you. Or it could be like
what you and I say. It's not our job. It's not my job, Beth, to tell you something that is not my business. Even though I may feel sorry for you, I may feel like it's horrible what they're doing if they're actually doing it. But sometimes you just have to read the room. You have to see
and
what
go
is.
with your intuition. That's usually my sign, and I fight it. I'm fighting it, as you know, with something that I'm going to do in the future, and something doesn't feel right about it. So I got to dig in deeper. But I'm
you know
sorry.
What?
That's a yucky feeling.
It is a yucky feeling, but you and I are older, and we have the confidence to know that we can survive this. This girl, Beth, it sounds like you're really afraid to let go of something. Yeah, but you know what? Let go of something good and new can't come into your life if you're holding on to something bad that isn't good in your life.
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? Didn't I just say that to you?
I think I learned it playing Moral Quandary with Susan. I don't know.
Whatever. Go on, Kathy.
All right,
next.
Good luck to you, Beth, though, and let us know how it works
Beth,
out.
but definitely look into this and be you. Believe yourself. Your intuition is usually right.
It truly is.
Support for this podcast comes at a price.
A quick turnaround the block.
RP of the
excludes tax, title, license, dealer fee, anything that has almost nothing for different lifestyles, such as the hour. Nutrafol.com.
Encourage her to be strong, but I don't want her to fear or oppose the world. I have a 12-year-old daughter.
Happy hour. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code happy hour.
Okay. Anonymous writes, Hi, Kathy and Susan. I have a 12-year-old daughter who I absolutely adore. As a mother, I'm starting to really get anxious about the world around her. I really want to encourage her to be strong, but I don't want her to fear or oppose the world, new people, etc. I feel like it's so easy for mothers to either smother their daughters and make everything sound scary, and I really don't want to do that. I remember being a preteen and just tuning out everything my mom said because she was always so anxious when she tried to tell me about sex, being safe while being out with friends, and so on. I want to be a smart parent that keeps her daughter safe without being a helicopter parent. I know there's no perfect solution or go-to right way to say everything, but I'm at a total loss. Any ideas on how to prepare her for high school, finding her style, going through puberty, navigating crushes, etc.? I'll take any advice. My husband is also eager for any pointers. LOL. Love you both. What do you think,
You
Susan?
know, I used to feel a certain way as well, but they don't come with a book of rules and how to do this. Be there for them. Suggest you can only guide them the best that you know how. But you can't be a helicopter mom. It's just, you can't. They have to experience things. You got to be there to support them, to pick up the pieces when the first love breaks their heart or the first crush, if you will. There's so many times that I just wanted, when they were mean to my daughter in school, like we talked about this a couple episodes ago, where they became friends and left you out. Remember, Kathy?
Yes, I do.
And you feel so bad for your
Yeah.
daughter. You want to, but
Yeah.
you can't fix the world. You prepare them for
Yeah.
the world.
But you know what I'm hearing here? I think Anonymous, she says she tuned out everything her mother said. This woman is dealing in what do I say? Extremes. She says, I don't want to make everything sound scary and I don't want to smother her. Anonymous, there's a whole lot of land, a whole lot of real estate between those two options. And I think because you tuned out everything your mom said, you're worried your daughter's going to tune out everything you say. And I
Which
think
could be. I mean,
you know what the
who
best
knows?
way is? Listen. This is something I didn't do as well as I should have raising my kids, but listening. Have opportunities for your daughter to talk to you, and instead of telling her what she should think or how she should behave, let her talk to you
See
about what's
how
going
she
on.
feels.
Yeah.
Yes, let it out.
Let
Kathy,
her
that
talk.
was very good advice.
Thank you, Susan.
I did
didn't
that
say I
so
did it.
well. I did that so well that my daughter used to tell me things I wish she didn't.
You know,
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, but I do think, Anonymous, you're probably carrying a little bit of baggage from
Yeah.
your childhood.
Yeah.
Life is not all scary, and like Susan said, you can't protect your children from everything out there. It's a give and take. And you know what, Anonymous? You're going to make mistakes. You have made mistakes, and your daughter is going to make mistakes.
Just
the
be
best
there.
thing you can do is be there for her and make sure she knows that you and her dad love her and that she can come to you. That's the best you can hope for.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you're worried about it and you're trying so hard to be a good mom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great.
But Mom, Susan, you made mistakes. I did.
Oh, absolutely.
Being a good mom is not being a perfect mom because there is no such thing.
No such thing.
So there you have it.
Well, thank you for writing it, and we wish you luck. Just do you. Just love her.
Yeah. And you know what? Let us know how she's going because, by the way, high school, having been an educator myself, high school is where a lot of changes happen.
Middle school's brutal. High
Yeah.
school.
Middle school's brutal. Kids tend to find themselves in high school. It takes a while.
Yeah, the end of high school, the later part, the second
but
half.
preparing them, you know what? I don't know about you, Susan, but I remember I had to let my kids make some mistakes, even though I knew, right? Didn't you? You
Oh,
knew,
God,
this is not going to turn out well. Not like I didn't tell them. I didn't watch them jump off the Empire
Kathy,
State
you still
Building.
let me make mistakes that aren't going to turn out well.
I mean, hey, listen, you want to stop making mistakes? Give me the time to tell you how to stop. I'm happy to do that.
Hey, guess what time it is, Kathy?
You know what? It's
Your
time for
favorite-
moral quandary.
No,
Oh,
it
it
isn't.
isn't. It's time for truth or drink. My favorite game. Kathy's
Did you
very
fill
favorite
up
game.
your cup, buttercup?
I do not have my golden hour cup with me, but I have found a wine glass, and
Fair
guess
enough.
what?
Fair enough.
It carries the wine perfectly. So, ready? Here we go. You want to do the first one?
Sure.
All right.
What would you do differently if you could go back and redo your time on The Golden Bachelor?
Susan, not only am I going to answer this question, I'm going to drink after I answer the question. The only thing I would do differently, I think, is just spend a little more time, getting in Gary's face so he could see what I was really like.
I was going to say I wouldn't do anything different.
Yes, you would.
No.
You'd have me in the cake with you jumping out. Okay, I'm
so
drinking
we get
that.
Cheers on that one.
Cheers to drinking. All right. Oh, who has been your favorite podcast guest?
I've had a few favorites, but the first one that comes to mind are Christina and Braden. I just love them.
You know what? I'm going to drink because I am not stupid. I want all of them to come back and be a guest. And the minute you say one, they're going to, hey, what about me? I'm drinking on that one, Susan. Never pick favorites unless you're picking me.
It was just a fun one. Okay, I take it back. I'll drink.
There you go. Drink.
Who is your dream guest to have on the podcast?
Oh, let's play guessing game here. You want Kris Jenner?
I do.
Okay.
My dream guest.
I'm going to drink again. By the way, apparently we were on the Kardashian show.
Oh, yes, we were. Yes, we were. Everybody was sending.
Why don't they bring us on the show? Let's drink to that. Let's drink to being on their show.
All right, to being on the Kardashians.
Kardashian. Cheers. All right. Oh.
Okay.
No, I'm just going to say to you, just drink. Don't even answer this question. Of all the women, who do you wish you got to know better on The Golden Bachelor?
None of them. I got to know every one of them.
Yeah. I mean, got to know them all. Got to know nobody. We've all gotten to know them. We've all gotten to know them. But we've gotten to know them better since we're off the show. But Susan, who did you like best of all the women? You want to drink on that one? You want to tell me? Susan's gulping. You can't see her. She's gulping.
Kathy, it's you.
You know what? A little too late.
These questions?
A little too late there, Susan. A little too late.
All right, Kath, who do you think is the hottest guy out of Jen's men?
You know what?
We're over 50.
We're over 50. We're over 60. They're kids. I mean, they're adorable.
You know, it's funny. When the first night, I liked one person.
I kind of like Marcus.
Second week, I liked the other person. The third week, Marcus is.
But you know what?
There's a couple of cuties.
They're cute, but
there.
you know what? I don't like focusing on that because that goes against everything you and I talk about, which is it's on the inside. But when you're that age, if you're not hot, you're not.
Yeah, you want to hear something funny? Somebody asked me, and this was being recorded, by the way, what was the worst moment I had officiating and what was the best moment I had officiating, or the most embarrassing or whatever? Yeah. Do you know how I had to answer it? I had to tell the truth. Kathy, I brought two different shoes to do a wedding. I was so humiliated. They were both pointy-toed in the front, but one's heel was like that. You had to see me up there. It was hysterical. I don't know where that just came from.
Take a gulp. You need to drink. Okay. What is the? I'm going to.
That's what got me. The dumbest thing. So.
Support for this comes at a price.
So whether you're making a quick
starting at MSRP of the 20
excludes tax, title, license, dealer, it's ANC4.
JLab is built to endure
settings.
This comes in 4 colors: cobalt,
and we lived in Scotland, and I was the young. So as some of y'all know,
charging and an integrated USB-C cable.
Discover your perfect pair of headphones at JLab.com.
You want to hear the dumbest thing I ever did in my 20s? So as some of y'all know, and I'm going to drink because it's
just her excuse.
It's just my excuse, friends. Who needs an excuse? It's afternoon. It's after 5 somewhere. When my husband was in the military and we lived in Scotland, and I was the youngest military officer's wife. The youngest. I was 20 years old.
Is this the dumbest thing you did in your 20s?
Dumbest thing ever. Dumb, stupid, call it anything you want. I was at a officer's wives party, afternoon tea. This is back in the days when they had teas and all this stuff. Anyway, we're sitting there and the Commodore's wife. So in time of war, and my husband was at the end of the Vietnam War, you had captains, then you had a Commodore, and then you had an Admiral. Okay, so we're at the top of the food chain here. There was a Commodore aboard the ship, and his wife, don't remember her name, but at the time she looked really old to me. She had curly gray hair. I'm sure she was like 45.
No, I see it coming.
Yep. I look, and
God.
here I am at everybody. I'd been married like 5 months, and they're all saying, because I was young, I was 20 years old. So we were talking about different things in the military, and I looked at her. Let's call her Susan. I said, Susan, what was it like before you were old in the Navy?
No, you didn't.
I did.
I thought you were going to say she was his mom or something.
No, but you could hear a pin drop because you understand that her husband was about to make Admiral the high, and everyone stopped, and I remember I turned beet red, and I said, I didn't mean old, I meant senior, and they were like, I went, wait, so I go home, and I told my husband,
your leg. But he wasn't there?
No, it was a wives' party, a luncheon.
Okay,
I got home and I said, Daryl, I really screwed up today.
I blew it.
And he said, what did you, because he knew me. He goes, what did you do? And I told him, he goes, oh God, I'm going to be thrown out of the Navy before I even make Lieutenant JG. It was the most, and they teased me about it for the next 2 years in Scotland. It was
They
awful.
made it funny.
Well,
I
yes.
mean, did she laugh eventually?
She did laugh, but because she knows I was an idiot 20-year-old. What's the dumbest thing you did, girlfriend?
I just told you.
Oh, that was in your
My
20s.
shoes.
Okay. All right.
No. Oh, no, it was not in my 20s. I probably don't remember.
Okay. Then drink. I'm sorry. Then drink.
I'm drinking. What's one thing you don't know about me, but you should? I couldn't wait to read that.
Ooh. What's one thing you don't know about me?
But you should.
I'm drinking.
Hey, I want an answer. How would you answer that?
I don't. Okay. What about? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I
know everything about you.
Um.
I don't.
Do you know about the date I had last week?
You liar.
What about you? What are you going to tell me something I don't know about you?
I think you know everything about me. Did you know I bought a car?
Yes, you told me that yesterday.
On the phone?
Yeah, can I just say, friends?
With a driver?
So let me just tell you, Nancy is buying a car for her daughter, helping her daughter buy a car. Nancy's called me because I've bought a lot of cars in my lifetime. And so Nancy's called me and asked me some questions. And she goes, oh, thanks, Kathy. That's so helpful. And Nancy's so lovely and her daughter is. So I was so happy to help them. Susan, on the other hand,
at midnight last night.
I was in my car heading home the other night and I called this guy and I bought a car from him. I'm like,
I called this guy. That's not what it was. I was being driven home from New York.
You called a guy and you bought a car. Am I getting that wrong?
I bought a car over the phone. It's all
She
true.
bought a car
It's
over
all
the phone.
true.
I hope it's not been in any accidents. Did you confirm that?
I checked it all out, Kath. I did my homework, but you'll like it. I'll pick you up in it when you get here.
All right. What's something you admire about me?
Where's
You
that?
better not drink.
I admire your friendship.
Oh.
You're true blue. Yeah.
Oh.
You're a pain in the ass a lot. And I have to holler sometimes, but I do admire that.
You can make me cry.
You're in.
What's something I admire
What do
about
you
you?
admire about me?
I admire that you're the girl that has the party and wants everybody there and makes everybody feel the party is not complete until they're there. No matter who it is. Am I right?
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Cheers to that. Wait, who do you think would make an amazing Golden Bachelor? I don't know.
Me either. Personally, I don't know. I know enough single bachelors. Bradley Cooper. Oh, he's not golden. Sorry, Brad. He might be taken. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Okay. What? Wait a minute. What's something you admire about me, Kathy?
I told you about how you make everyone feel at the party.
That wasn't the question then.
Yes, it was. It was.
Okay.
What's one thing Bachelor Nation doesn't know about me that they should know? Oh boy. Do you want to answer
I know that.
one?
Yeah, you have a heart of gold.
No, about you. Thank you.
It is
honey.
because they think your delivery is a little blunt.
Can I just say thank you?
But
because
she means well. She means
I am a nice person. I hate that some people
you
think
don't
I'm mean.
have to say it. I say that, Kath.
Oh, okay.
Don't defend yourself. I'm defending you. No. You're loved, Kathy. Don't ever think differently.
All right. I appreciate that, dear friend. What about you? What's something about you they should know?
I'm an open book.
Huh?
Maybe they should know how you know that. I think they know I have a big heart, but the empathy and I'm more
I'm going to tell you what they
sensitive
should
than I
know.
appear. That's what it is. I'm way more sensitive than anybody.
You are.
realizes.
She is, and so am I. You and I. That's one thing we share in common. But you know what else? I'm going to tell the world that they don't know about you.
What?
Susan, tell me if I'm wrong.
Careful.
I'm not.
I buy cars while driving.
No, you are very. Susan does have a heart of gold. We do share that in common. But one thing I don't think people know about you is you are very, very strong-willed. Am I right?
Oh, you don't think the world knows that?
No, I
Yes,
don't think
am.
they do.
I am.
She is very strong-willed, and it's sometimes it's your way or the highway. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But I still love you.
I'll die trying.
There you go. All right.
Okay. When did you know? Oh, when did you know I was your best friend?
You know what? I'm going to tell you the honest to God's truth. My best friends, the people that I love in my life,
Yes.
I don't remember. In your case, I mean,
like a moment.
I don't.
We
But-
knew we were going to be friends the night at the fireplace
Of
at
course.
one of the mansions.
Yes, but when
And
did I
each
know
day
I
it
could
got
trust
better.
you and love you?
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't remember. It just evolved. What about you?
Yeah, same thing. It worked. Although I trusted you immediately. I'm a trusting fool.
Do you think
but-
do you think I'm trustworthy?
Yes.
That's
was
what
your
people
first
know about me. I'm a
impression?
trapdoor. I am a trapdoor.
What's your
Okay.
first impression of me?
Honestly, my first impression was you just seemed like, if I remember correctly, I just thought, oh my gosh, she looks like so much fun. I think that's what I thought. Fun.
So when I told you I surprised the girls in New York
yeah.
the other night,
Yeah.
and it was Peggy. Which one's more outspoken, Peggy or Jeannie? Oh, I get them confused with the great hair. Peggy.
Well, they're both outspoken. I mean, I
What
don't know.
bed was Peggy in? Was she over on the fireplace by April? Or was
Are
that
you-
Jeannie?
That was Jeannie.
Come on. Okay,
Jeannie.
so it wasn't Jeannie. Peggy, the one about the lake, not the pond. She
That was-
says to me, talk about first impression. I'll never forget you walking in that mansion when she came in. She goes, you came up to me, you pointed your finger in my face. And I was looking at her like, oh God, what did I do? And she goes, she goes, I was frightened the way you came at me. You have fabulous hair.
Spoken like a true hairdresser.
Is
Oh
that
my God,
how
that's
I sounded? She goes, you scared me. I thought you were going to holler at me.
That's funny because that is nothing you would holler about. That's
No,
really
she
funny.
did. She had fabulous hair. Oh, that
What was
a weird
what was your first impression of me?
funny?
Really?
Funny. You made me laugh. I got you.
Yeah, I will say.
I got you.
I think maybe you know what that
You were
is.
quick.
I think.
You're very quick with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I said,
I think
that I'm going to spend time with this one. It's going to make me laugh.
I do. I think that's what it was. You and I. Everyone. People
We have
ask
a
me.
gift of laughter.
Can I tell you, Susan? People in Canada have asked me repeatedly, "Are you and Susan really good friends?" And I say, "Yes." It's not. It's not a.
Do you know
put-on.
how many messages I get? How come you're not with Kathy? How come Kathy's not been around? I go, she does live in Texas. I mean,
But
she's
we're
coming.
about to get together a
I
couple of
know.
times. Stay
Watch
tuned,
out,
friends.
people.
Look on our Instagram. You're going to see a whole lot.
You'll see. A couple more weeks. Okay. So I think that does it, Kath. Damn, the time goes fast.
It's always
doesn't
too
it?
fast.
I hope you guys are enjoying our banter here.
We have had
Thanks
so
so
much
much.
fun. We love you guys. We love your questions. Be sure to submit your. I mean, I know I sound like a broken record.
Broken record,
My kids,
Bachelor,
my kids tell me, Mom.
Nation.com.
My kids always say, Mom, you've said it. You've said it. Well, let me say it again for all of you. Please submit your questions to us at bachelornation.com/questions. Golden Hour. We want to hear from you. We want to answer your questions. We want to laugh with you and cry with you. So please send in your questions and comments.
Keep them coming because we love it. And listen to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to your podcast. Until next time.
Take care. See you soon.